Right, well, let's head off straight back to Tethe'alla, and... Straight back to Tethe'alla? What? Straight back to Sylvarant, because we need to go visit Dirk. Like, really quickly, because obviously Colette's been kidnapped and everything, and we kind of need to get her back. I'm slightly worried about leaving her with the deranged lunatic for more than half an hour. Slightly sort of dangerous, methinks. So, let's go visit Dirk.
So, you want me to forge the Ring of the Pact?
Indeed.
A dwarf who's losing his skills by living on the surface?
There's no one else. The dwarf that has the skills is unable to move.
Dad, please.
I've gathered all of the necessary items.
So that's what you are doing, Kratos. It all makes sense.
This is adamantite for polishing. What's this piece of wood?
Is this sacred wood?
This must fuel the fire.
Is that why you were traveling all over Tethe'alla? To prepare all of this?
I see. So everything is set. I can't very well refuse after you've gone through so much trouble now, can I? And I suppose it won't hurt me to help out my dearest son. After all, I'm his father too. Dwarven vow number 1. Work together for the sake of a peaceful world. Alright, let's do it.
With this, I'll be able to use the Eternal Sword, right?
Yay! Oh, Kratos?
Dad! Kratos! What's wrong?
Lloyd, you've really grown stronger. I never expected you to be able to inflict such a serious wound on my angelic form. Take this, and stop Mythos. I don't think I'll be able to help you anymore.
Okay.
That's a marvelous blade. I doubt you have a sword in your possession to match it.
Really?
Take this with you. It's a present I promised you. Now that you've grown all up, I can entrust you with the greatest sword I ever forged.
Wow. I'll become even stronger with these 2 swords. Thanks, Dad. And Kratos.
And so we finally have the material blade,
Sorry I forced everything upon
which
you.
is awesome.
I have great dads. One made a ring for his son using the lost arts, and another risked his life to protect his son in secrecy.
Yeah? You've got great parents.
Yeah. Well, I'm off. Dad.
Now, if you had,
Everyone, let's go.
I'll let them talk a little bit longer. Okay, never mind. If you had had Kratos at Vernor, then Kratos would join you at this point in the game, but clearly we didn't, so he doesn't come join us. I can now finally get out of the way the last few bits and bobs on Kratos, because we've finally had his resolution to his kind of part of the story. So obviously Kratos, Mythos and Zelos are all part of the same bit of group, well, they all kind of work in the same group mythological manner. Particularly Kratos, because Kratos believed that Mythos' way was the only possible way, and anyone who challenged him was not in the right mind. This is slightly odd in the sense that Kratos, the demigod, was shown to never disobey Zeus or question if his way was right or wrong. So they're kind of similar in that sense. It also resembles his relationship with Zelos as his brother, because both characters fight using the same weapon, and is a very common argument on who is better, Kratos or Zelos. Obviously it's Kratos, but we want to beat the canon ending here. Along with Colette, Kratos is the only... well, one of the only characters to have the same English voice actor in Dawn of the New World, which is really sad. Because I really like this cast, they're brilliant. But it's only Cam Clark and Heather Hogan who return, which sucks. The others just weren't approached, if I recall correctly. Because... was it Clean or Shaughnessy who voices Genis? I think at one point she was asked, or were you approached to reprise the role as Genis? She said no. Would have quite happily reprised the role, but nobody approached me, so that's like, oh, it sucks. But also, in Tales of the World Radiant Mythology, which is like the massive crossover thing, Kratos is the only Tales of Symphonia cast member who still has the same voice actor. And he's also the only character in this game to not be playable in Dawn of the New World. And that pretty much covers all of Kratos' stuff. Last little bit I can probably tell you now is, now that we've got the material blade and stuff, we can use Lloyd's Mystic Art. Basically it's called Falcon's Crest, and if I recall correctly, the way you use it is you've got to have a particular title, have the material blades equipped, and be under a certain level of health. It's a bit awkward. Yes, so you've got to have Eternal Swordsman equipped, which is the title. God's sake, just want the specifics. Also, it costs something like 100 TP. Okay, here we go. Equip the Eternal Swordsman title, equip Material Blade weapon, get HP into the red coloured moment, have at least 100 TP, and then press A, B, and X at the same time. That's me. I don't know whether you heard that in the slightest, but oh well. Yeah, that's how you get to do Falcon's Crest. Genis and Colette are the only other ones to have Mystic Arts in this version of the game. They do have... well, every other character has a Mystic Art in the PS2 version, but not here. Basically, it's just quite cool. It's difficult to pull off, which is... I kind of prefer the Mystic Arts in Abyss, Tales of the Abyss, because it's much easier to pull them off. So, I mean, they do get abused a hell of a lot more. I remember sort of just completely abusing them. But it's awesome abuse, so yeah. Unfortunately, you're not going to see any of the Mystic Arts in this game, because one, I haven't used... well, Genis and Colette haven't done their moves enough to be able to pull them off. And obviously, I'm never... shortly, I will be changing the title and weapons, so there's not much point in staying. And now here we've got another version of the Derris Kharlan theme. I'll try and figure out which one this is, but let's just say it may not go quite to plan, because they are so similar. It's insane. But yes. Now, I don't know whether this variant of
This is gonna be
Derris Kharlan's
cake.
actually on the OST, which is weird. This battle theme is called Keen-Edged Blade, which is quite cool. Derris Kharlan is probably the only place you will hear this battle theme. At least if you don't do the extra optional dungeon Niflheim. In Niflheim, it's got this weird thing with soul gauge and can't bother to it. The normal theme there is called the Edge of Nowhere, and the battle is Keen-Edged Blade, just like here. Now, basically here you're going to have loads of enemies who are basically just dark variants of enemies, so it shouldn't really cause you that much trouble. At least not really.
You're gonna regret this. This can't be good. No way.
Now I have to say something, a lot of the enemies here are quite easy. Oh! I think I might have found the name of the theme. Give me a second. Yay! Oh, I love the explosion. Now, I will say, the annoying thing about Derris Kharlan is that it's sort of like a maze. Yes, got it. The normal theme for Derris Kharlan here is called Last Battle Will. And it's quite bad. Actually, I don't know.
You're in for a world of hurt.
To be perfectly honest, well, there's two versions of Last Battle. There's Will and Decision.
Here we go.
I think
Go! Prism Star!
not 100% sure which one this Derris Kharlan is. It's really bad, I should have noticed, but basically the songs are very similar. It's just that Decision is a slightly heavier version of the theme, whereas Will is slightly softer. Not really, but yes, I do believe that this is the Will variant. So it's none of the initial Derris Kharlan themes, but obviously you have heard all of the Derris Kharlan themes of Appear, Fear, Shrine and Requiem. So that's good. Now, basically, if you want to get through Derris Kharlan as quickly as possible, just follow the... well, get through as quickly as possible whilst getting all the chests. Just follow the path I take. Because, I mean, it doesn't take too long.
Be a piece of cake.
This can't be good.
It's like about, yeah, 15 minutes. First you get to battle all these dark angels. Very sort of intuitive and genius names, aren't they? Exactly what you want in penultimate dungeon enemies. Because we have got one more dungeon after Derris Kharlan here. I actually like the last dungeon, even though I remember that when I first played the game I pretty much completely skipped it. But you can, which is quite awesome. The last dungeon is essentially completely optional.
Lloyd, you need to remember that enemy's
is cool.
weakness.
Oh man, you're making me study.
I know, Lloyd, it's it's not the time to be studying, Raine. We're kind of running to go save Colette. Now, there will be a point, soon-ish, where you will be going essentially back round on a loop, which will take you back to the start, and what you need to remember to do is, whatever you do, just turn back and run, rather than keep going forward. Because you do not want to be going back round this place for longer than is necessary. If I recall correctly, it's somewhere over this right side where it's going to happen. So, yeah. Also, lots of battles in here that I needed to keep in. Which is rather amusing. Yay! Raine's finally learned Revitalize, which is her strongest healing spell in the game. Which is awesome because it basically covers the entire field and heals you. It does take a while to launch though, so Healing Circle is generally a better bet. But Revitalize is always good. It's certainly something that you're going to need if you want to take on the optional bosses. Because your best bet to surviving some of them is to try and keep everyone as far apart as possible, as you will probably see. Well, as you will see, that's easy said than done, but there we go.
You picked the wrong guy to mess with.
Now, I do like Derris Kharlan despite its horrible maziness. Just because it's just like it's got that epic feel, and it's actually quite awesomely designed, even if incredibly simplistic and incredibly samey. It's just the whole dark evil clouds and ruins. It feels sort of like we're coming to the end of our journey. It's a suitable ending point. It's not exactly the ending point, but a slightly more fitting final area to come. But this does a pretty damn good job.
Here we go.
Oh, yay! Oh,
Get ready.
Prism Stars! Oh, I love Prism Stars. It's awesome.
Lloyd, you need to remember that enemy's weakness.
Again,
Man,
Raine?
you're making me
Seriously? Stop making us study. We don't need to. I mean, I should probably have studied up on stuff, but oh well. Doesn't really matter too much, I think. Now this is this the point? Yes, I believe this is the point where we are essentially just going back around, or is it the next point? I can't remember. As you can probably tell, my memory is really shoddy with things like this. Actually, I think it's the next little turn bit we have. Yes, it's here. Basically, we're going to run down this path, and if you go to the end of it, it'll take you right back to the start, which is something you do not want to do. So you need to make sure to remember to return. Come on, we're nearly there. just got a little bit further to go. Come on. Oh, yay. Oh, we get more Prism Stars.
Go! Prism Star!
Wow. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it should probably be done. Spamming Prism Stars for all it's worth.
I was just warming up.
But I have to say, you can see sort of the difference the increasing max HP thing does for you. So obviously, EX stems are quite useful. I didn't really think about that when I was, let's say, I didn't really think about that when I first played the game. But now, if ever I play through Tales of Symphonia again, I know it's a very good idea. Okay, so yes, you don't want to go any further down here, I don't think. I'm not sure. Yes, it's very easy to get lost in here, so just watch out for that. Oh, no, I was going the right way, I just didn't go far enough. Oh. Yeah, sorry about this, folks. These things happen. You desperately want to try and get everywhere, and then it just doesn't kind of happen. So, I think it's just here. Well, just around here.
One fight
It's
after
just
another.
around the river bend. Oh, once more. Do. Words of that song.
Get ready.
Prism Stars! I love that move. It's kind of like the awesomeness that is the champion of Black White 2. Oh my god, that's amazing. Like one of my favourite champions in the Pokemon game to date. Because of that design stuff, it's just like, oh my god! As you can I get easily excited by things like this. Then a flash. And it's
Was that a bit
got
too
a
much?
hint at being quite awesome. Probably not the safest thing to like, but oh well! Okay, now's the point where we have to run back. Otherwise we'd be going back to the start. And obviously, we have been running around for quite a while, so I'd kind of like to be done with the dungeon now. And the exit is literally just over this way. You saw it, it was the big glowy circle pad thing. The totally non-ominous big circle glowy pad thing. Oh, it's not really glowing, is it? Oh well.
What the?
Oh, bloody
Oh,
typical.
No, it's a trap. Lloyd, help us! Forget about us.
Wait.
Find a way to evade this trap.
Raine, did you just say, oh no!
Don't worry about
It's a
me.
trap!
Just take care of Mythos.
Nice, good old Star Wars reference.
I see. So this is the... Lloyd! Get the Derris emblem! With it you can...
This device
Zelos.
is not life-threatening. Please, don't worry.
Oh, Priscilla.
Lloyd, as long as you're all right, we still haven't lost. You must get to the Great Seed.
Rigo! Oh.
Guys! Damn! What the hell is going on? What happened to everyone?
Everything is all
transported.
right. I can feel the presence of your companions. They are somewhere in this city.
All right, let's go find
Okay,
them.
that's good. So let's take the teleporter pad. And, just head forward. We couldn't go anywhere else. Hey, Colette!
Get out of my body!
Colette!
Ugh, she's too strong. I can't.
Mythos! Get away from her!
How dare you, human! You son of Kratos! How dare you give me orders?
Well, screw you.
Whoa. What's going on?
Martel! How could you?
Human, your kind must not be allowed to live. How far are you willing to go to take control of the mana?
I'll never forgive you. You humans are all the same!
What's going on? Mythos, Ewan, Dad!
Lloyd, we're inside Mythos' memory. Don't let it get to you.
Why do you interfere? We both want the same thing. I just wanted to save the world and my sister.
Got a
Have
funny
a
way
world
going
where
about
no
it.
one will be persecuted.
Really funny way of going
Colette,
about it.
Are you okay?
Lloyd! Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you for rescuing me.
Well,
I knew you'd come.
didn't really do anything. You did it yourself.
We made a
Colette.
promise, didn't we? That we'd go on a journey together.
Yeah,
Looks like the crystal won't come off.
yeah, but I think it's okay. The feeling of something eating through my mind is gone now.
That's good.
Where's everybody else?
They
Kinda
got
got
caught in a
kidnapped.
trap, and we all wound up separated.
Oh no! We have to find them!
Indeed.
Yeah, let's go.
So yes, now one thing that is never really mentioned is the similarities between Mythos and Colette. I mean, visually they look quite similar. The whole long blonde hair, the white outfit. It's very similar. Nobody mentions mentions a thing about it. I might have mentioned this before, but oh well. Just bringing it back up because it's kind of fitting that Mythos took Colette's body because they look so similar. Just a shame that Mythos is a crazy lunatic and Colette's a nice girl. He clearly just wanted to be inside her, so yeah. So, what we need to do now is go into Elgaia and free everyone. Because can't leave them being kidnapped forever, can we? I wish they'd just sort of, you know, work with us, not get kidnapped. It'd be very helpful, you know? Oh well. Let's go into Elgaia.